Hello YouTube fam and welcome back to Teach Tales. Today we are diving deep into the world of magic and wizardry and exploring some invaluable life lessons that we can learn from the life of one of the greatest wizards of all time, Professor Albus Dumbledore. Albus Dumbledore, the wise old wizard, was brought to life on screen by Sir Michael Gambon, a seasoned Hollywood actor. Professor Albus Dumbledore was a very cool principal of the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. His wisdom and his experience meant a lot to the students and teachers at the Hogwarts School. Especially the protagonist of the story, which is Harry and his friends. He was like a grandpa to them, guiding them in the darkest of their times and being a mentor to them, which is actually the true role of a teacher. We can also say that Dumbledore was super smart, knew tons of magical spells and owned a few tricks that none of the wizards in the world knew at that time. Sadly, in the book, he met his end when he was attacked with a fatal curse. This happened in the book Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and it was a very sad part for all the Harry Potter fans when they actually lost their true guide and mentor, which was Professor Albus Dumbledore. His passing away in the book marked a significant loss to the wizarding world, but his legacy lived on through his teachings and the continuing fight against the dark forces. Being an avid reader of the Harry Potter series and a great fan of all the characters and the movies that has been made out of this series, I can only say one thing. I have fallen in love with Professor Albus Dumbledore's portrayal of Sir Michael Gambon, and today when Sir Michael Gambon, like many other stars of the Harry Potter series, is no more with us, it feels that this is one of the best ways to pay homage to his portrayal of this beautiful character of a leader, of a visionary, of a true teacher and of a principal. This video will talk about some life lessons that we can learn from the character of Professor Albus Dumbledore, and we can implement it into our lives and turn and transform ourselves into better people. Lesson number 1: the power of choice. Throughout the series, Professor Dumbledore teaches us that our choices defines us more than our abilities. Whether it is Harry choosing Gryffindor over Slytherin or Snape choosing redemption, it is Dumbledore that emphasizes that our decisions shape our destiny, and it is so important to make the right choice in life, to make the choice that is going to impact our lives in a much better way. Lesson number 2: the power of love. Dumbledore's famous quote, "Do not pity the dead, Harry, pity the living, and above all, pity those who live without love." This quote reminds us that whatever we say, whatever we do, whatever we see, love is the most powerful force that turns the wheel of this entire universe. It is what connects us and makes us human. So if we are devoid of the ability to love and to be loved, then we are not living. We are already dead. Lesson number 3: embracing our flaws. In the mirror of the erased scene, Dumbledore teaches us one of the greatest lessons of our lives. He teaches us that our greatest desires may not be what is the best for us. So whenever we talk about our desires, we must understand that we are flawed and we need to accept it and we need to come in terms with it, we need to make peace with it. Because if we do that, that is only how we are going to find true happiness. Lesson number 4, the importance of forgiveness. Dumbledore's forgiving nature throughout the entire movie series tells us that Dumbledore even forgives those who had kept grudges against him. And Dumbledore teaches us that if we forgive somebody, we actually liberate ourselves. Number 5, the fight against injustice. The regret that Dumbledore holds in his heart for his past actions against Grindelwald tells us that even best of the minds in the world can be misguided. And there is no better time than now to make amends. There you have it, the 5 most powerful lessons that any character in literature could have delivered to us. And that was Professor Albus Dumbledore. Before we wrap up this video, let me remind you of a quote by Professor Dumbledore. Words, in my not so humble opinion, are inexhaustible sources of power. And so true he was. Words are the only most powerful tool that can exist in the world and can bring true transformation. Thank you, Sir Michael Gambon, for giving us these invaluable life lessons that we can learn and change our lives for better. Thank you so much. Keep reading and loving Harry Potter.